Okay, we're here at 3743 Brunswick Avenue, here in Los Angeles. Now, just to let you know that there is a duplex behind this, which is like on Appleton. So the two properties, or I guess that's one property. It shows one property on the map, with like, there's like a house in the front and like a duplex at the back. And they share a common sewer line, which basically goes all the way out to Brunswick Avenue. Now, what we've done is we're here to check the main sewer line, and we obviously cannot check every pipe in the house. You'll have your general inspector crawl under both houses. He's physically going to look at everything. We're here to check the main sewer line. We obviously cannot check every pipe in the houses. So we've started off by running our camera from this 4-inch clean out located here where the pipe exits the back units, and we're all the way out to the city connection, almost 150 feet in. So we're going to bring the camera back. We're at the city connection right over there in the street on Brunswick. As we bring the camera back, you can see we have a 6-inch concrete pipe. It does have some minor little roots coming in, so it's obviously getting pretty old, this pipe. Concrete pipe has a tendency to wear away over time, but just remember that this inspection is based on my opinion, but it's still functioning very well. I mean, it's an old pipe, very minor little roots you could see inside it. Remember, this is a very big 6-inch concrete pipe. It's a big pipe. So it's, in my opinion, it's still in fair condition because it is operating. A little bit of mortar at the joint over there. It comes onto the property over here. It changes to a 4-inch cast iron pipe. Now, also bear in mind that we're looking at the inside of the pipe. We cannot see the outside of the pipe. And obviously this pipe is definitely getting old, you can tell. I would be very careful of running a hydrojetter through the cast iron pipe. You definitely don't want to do that. You can see it's obviously getting old. It does have some minor rust buildup in it, but it's still in fair condition and it is functioning. So we were able to get our camera all the way through. I can tell you, though, that the piping is definitely getting old. But you can see, looking from the inside of the pipe, it really doesn't look that bad. You should never flush tampons, baby wipes, paper towels, things like that. Okay, now it comes back to a clay pipe, and I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm just going to pause the recording because I want to locate where this is. Okay, we've located this on the front property, in the front house on the side, 3 feet deep, and it comes back to clay piping over here. Now this clay pipe has a lot of roots in it all the way along. And it also runs right underneath this big tree over here that's in between the two properties. Now, you can see the amount of roots in the line. Obviously, it's definitely going to need maintenance. Apparently, they did tell us that they do yearly maintenance over here. I would definitely recommend a hydrojetting of this, but you've got to be very careful not to go all the way into the cast iron pipe outside. So either you run a cable with a blade and you cut all these roots out, because it is functioning and people are living in the house. You can see the roots are pretty heavy. It's definitely going to need to be cleaned out. We could hydrojet it, but you're going to have to be very careful how to hydrojet it because you don't want to break the cast iron pipe. The clay pipe is not a problem. Obviously, never flush tampons, baby wipes, paper towels, things like that. See, it's got a lot of roots in the line. So we definitely want to recommend a hydrojetter for sure to at least clean up the line and then just to make sure that there's no big holes in the pipe and things like that. But you can see the water is flowing and it is functioning. Just that also very heavy roots, especially around here, and it runs right underneath this big tree over here. So there is a way, you know, maybe to give you an estimate to replace it. It comes back to cast iron pipe over here. Okay, that's where the house ties in. Yeah, we come out of the clean out over here. We're going to pause the recording. Okay, we're running our camera through the little 2-inch cleaner behind the kitchen on the back unit. Obviously the cast iron is getting pretty old, you can see. Let's bring the camera back. Here comes the water. It definitely, your kitchen line obviously, you know, has a tendency to get a lot of grease and stuff. But you can see it's getting pretty old, the piping. We have a lot of water running over here. Let me turn the water off. Hold on. Okay, so like I said, we cannot check every pipe, but let's keep coming back. You can see the cast iron is obviously getting old with rust buildup, but this is just the kitchen line itself. So, you know, these lines obviously need cleaning every once in a while, because the kitchen line has a tendency to develop a lot of grease and sludge. Anyway, we're going to pause the recording again. Okay, so what we're doing is we're running our camera from the 4-inch clean out located in the back of the main house, and we're all the way out to the main line outside. Let's bring the camera back. It's pretty much been all ABS plastic, and this is outside. Then right over here there's a buried clean out where the pipe exits the building. You see a little bit of roots getting into it. And then it comes under the foundation, then it turns all to ABS plastic over here. So they left a little piece underneath the foundation cast iron, but it's still in pretty fair condition. Coming back underneath the main house, it's all ABS plastic main line. Remember, I cannot check every pipe in the house, so be very careful what you're flushing down here. The piping is getting very old. It could be maintained with periodic cleaning. Although there is a lot of roots in that 4-inch clay pipe, and the pipe is getting old. But there are tenants occupying all the units, and obviously they're flushing every day. You can see the connections along the way here for the front house. But I'm going to give you a couple of estimates here. Just in case you want to replace some piping over here. We'll go ahead and stop the recording over here.